this coming to us from the Hollywood Reporter. You know how they're doing that Cliff Booth spin-off movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Netflix has got the theatrical bug, baby. They've decided they're going to put this in theaters first in Imax for a 2-week run before dropping it on Netflix. Again, going over to the Hollywood Reporter, as they're saying, Netflix's Cliff Booth movie to get a 2-week IMAX run. The film arrives in IMAX theaters globally Thanksgiving and stars Brad Pitt. It goes on to write this. Cliff Booth is heading to IMAX. Netflix revealed it will give its Cliff Booth movie a 2-week IMAX run globally starting November 25th, the day before Thanksgiving. It will then arrive on the streaming service on December 23rd. David Fincher directs the movie from a script from Quentin Tarantino and is a continuation of Brad Pitt's Oscar-winning Once Upon a Time in Hollywood stuntman character. Though the film has been referred to as The Adventures of Cliff Booth, it does not yet have an official title. All right. Couple things I'll throw out there. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my second least favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. My least favorite of his is Death Proof, which I straight up think was terrible. And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, yeah, whatever. I don't actively dislike it, but
the more you watch it, the better it gets.
But you know what? Yes, I saw it a second time, and I liked it more the second time. I will say this though. The parts of the movie that I like, I really like. Like there's some really great stuff in there, some whatever, but we knew they were making this. The biggest thing to me in all this though, is what I've been telling people for a while. And we've seen some things happen in the last couple of weeks that have proved it. Netflix and Ted Sarandos have caught the theatrical bug. The whole process they went through with Warner Brothers made it clear that they see that the future of Netflix is not theaters, but involves theaters. And we've been seeing more and more, like with the announcement that, okay, they decided that the, not Lion Witch in the Wardrobe, but the grander
Narnia.
the Narnia franchise, it's going to get a full theatrical run.
Yeah.
Full theatrical run.
Magician's Nephew or whatever they're leading with.
And now they're saying, now this is going to go to theaters. They are exploring meetings with potential. There's word that they may be looking to develop their own distribution arm, which that is not easy to do. That takes decades.
They also purchased that studio lot in Hollywood.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
They have purchased a new studio lot, all that kind of stuff.
And look at Amazon. They're killing it.
Amazon is absolutely
their dedication to theatrical this year. I mean, they've released a movie pretty much every month.
But what really did you see the initial VOD numbers on Project Hail Mary? Very impressive.
Very impressive.
And why? Because it went to theaters first.
Yeah. And it's still pulling $1 million a day.
Yep. And Netflix is seeing that and say, yeah, we got to be a part of that. At any rate, Rob, so I think it's a big deal that the Cliff Booth movie is coming to theaters. But the bigger part to me is like, this is yet another sign that Netflix is more and more gradually, bit by bit, moving towards that. Are you surprised to hear about this? Not surprised? Good move, bad move? What do you think?
I think it's a terrific move. And especially, I mean, you've got a David Fincher movie written by Quentin Tarantino. If that doesn't scream theatrical, I don't know what does. And I'm tired of seeing David Fincher movies on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's nice to see them when they get there.
Sure.
But I mean, and I wonder if this movie is going to wind up being called Twice Upon a Time in Hollywood, because that might be fun. But
I think it'll end up just being called Cliff Booth.
Yeah, probably. But I do think that it's a great move. Like we've said, how many more studies do you have to have when a movie does well theatrically? It's going to do well streaming. And if you look at, I mean, Mercy wasn't very good. I liked Crime 101, and I liked, I haven't seen Is God Is yet, but it's not doing that well, but I really want to see it. Project Hail Mary was March. April, I don't think they had anything, but Is God Is May. And then, we're getting Masters of the Universe. That's all MGM. That's all Amazon for the first 5 months of the year, 6 months of the year. That's a pretty good slate. And I would love to see Amazon do it. And it sounds like, okay, we got Narnia coming out. Doesn't Narnia come out around Thanksgiving as well?
Look that up.
Yeah,
So-
but I think a different year.
Oh, is it 2027?
I could be wrong.
Yeah, it probably is. But so they're staking their claim for the Thanksgiving holiday. That's pretty great. And I love to see that. I mean, I want to see more Netflix.
February 27.
Yeah. Oh, February.
They moved it. Yeah, they moved
so
it.
there you go. So you've got November, February. That's 4 months. You know what? And they're going to see. They're going to see how those movies do theatrically, and I would imagine they're both going to do very, very well. and they'll be like, why have we been missing the boat? But then again, John, as you point out, a lot of Netflix movies weren't good enough to be in theaters. So they're upping their game with their talent. So that's good too.
Well, it's not that, it's like almost none of Netflix, 1% of Netflix movies are good enough to put in theaters. I also wonder how big could this actually be in theaters, because it's a spin-off of the supporting character from a movie that only made one Black Adam at the box office. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood didn't even make $400 million. I think it was like 392, 393, something like that. So how will a spin-off of the second character do in theaters? I'm not sure. I hope really well, because that'll further keep Netflix going more and more theatrical, but we'll have to wait and see. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Pocket Hose. Guys, I'm excited to tell you about the world's #1 expanding garden hose and their brand new product, the Pocket Hose Ballistic. As you guys can imagine, I'm not exactly gentle with my gear. I drag hoses across concrete over the pool, yank them around corners. I even coil and uncoil them all the time to put them in my camper van when I go out on my movie meetups. And generally speaking, a lot of them don't last. But the Pocket Hose Ballistic has been a totally different story for me. It's incredibly durable, super lightweight, and just makes the whole job easier. One of my favorite things is how simple it is to use. You turn the water on, it expands. Turn it off, it shrinks right back down to pocket size. And it's reinforced with a liquid crystal polymer, the same kind of material used in bulletproof vests. Plus, it comes with the pocket pivot, which gives you 360-degree rotation at the spigot, so it moves with you instead of fighting against you. And now, for a limited time, when you purchase a new Pocket Hose Ballistic, you'll get a free 360-degree rotating pocket pivot and a free thumb drive nozzle. Just text Campea to 64,000. That's CAMPEA to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. Text Campea to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? The Cliff Booth movie with the follow-up character from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood starring Brad Pitt is now going to get a 2-week IMAX run before it hits Netflix. Does that surprise you? Good move, bad move, whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.